Good morning, guys. We're in Oklahoma City. Stayed at a Walmart last night. Walmart parking lot. Also, I gave you guys a little bit of a brief on Walmart parking lots, a little rundown last night, because I think last night will be the last time we stay on this trip in a Walmart parking lot. It was 85 degrees last night. It's not terrible. It's not ideal sleeping conditions. I wasn't super comfortable. And, you know, just sleeping in Walmart parking lots for the purpose of this series, you know, after 11 days and probably 8 nights or something like that in Walmart parking lots, I think that's enough for the purpose of the series. And so I don't think I'm going to do it anymore. I gave a rundown of the general what's been going on with that last night at the end of the video, yesterday's video, and I just wanted to update you on what happened this morning. So this morning, as I said, it was probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and as I said last night, you know, things are, you can tell a lot about an area, or sometimes some of the more negative things, or you can see the more deviant side of things in an area a lot of times, judging just by a Walmart parking lot late nights. And as many of you know, we have a major drug epidemic in the United States. My opinion is that it has to do a lot with the state of entitlement, the state of the fact that we're kind of held up by a welfare state, and we have the ability as Americans to kind of float through life being helped by other people and other organizations and our government, and kind of pushed in the wrong direction of laziness and entitlement and instant gratification and just a lot of these problems, and they lead to the major drug epidemic that we have here. And we saw this guy this morning was riding his bike on some kind of an upper, some kind of a crazy upper, very drug induced, probably also self-medicating some sort of mental illness, and possibly not, because these drugs, the Flocka and even, you know, some of the older stuff like meth that's been around for a while, just after a certain amount of use just caused just extreme mental issues. But this guy was speed riding his bike around the parking lot we were in, ran up to a shopping cart, knocked the shopping cart over, thought it was hilarious, just really was out of his mind. And a lot of times these people that are on these uppers like meth and Flocka, they have superhuman strength, they have extremely high pain tolerance, things of that nature. And at a certain point last night, I was sleeping with my window all the way down, and I had a tomahawk and a karambit with me. But, you know, I would have really hated to have to use those in a situation to defend myself, because at the point that it would have been somebody who was really messed up on drugs and trying to do harm to myself or my assistant, you know, if it was that situation where they were all messed up on drugs and had an extremely high pain tolerance and weren't, you know, in that normal mind-body connection, you know, having to go into that situation and use a knife to defend yourself, it could have got really nasty. And, you know, I feel for these people that may not be in their normal state of mind, and that may in some future time be a different person, be, you know, reconnected with what their normal path and the right path for their life is, and not have those drug problems and have those drug issues. And, you know, I would like to do everything I could to not, you know, hurt someone physically, but also we have to look out for ourselves. So that, you know, that's just a little update on, you know, awareness and preparedness. You know, what would you do in that situation if you are staying in a Walmart parking lot and, you know, your windows are cracked because it was 85 degrees and somebody reaches their hand in there? Okay, well, okay, so somebody reaches their hand in, you know, I can look at them and see, oh, this person doesn't have a weapon, all right? I, myself, am a weapon. So, you know, I'm not gonna just freak out and do something crazy. I'm not gonna escalate that to an extreme. So what could I do? I could make some loud noise, I could yell, I could use any kind of a small joint manipulation, wrist lock, I could, you know, knock their hand out of the way, just make noise for them to get out and see what they do. You know, a lot of times, you know, if it goes up from there, what if it's somebody, you know, notices that we have expensive camera and computer equipment and they stick a gun or a knife in the car? Of course, at that point, situation's already escalated and there's a minimum amount of options that you have to do. In that situation, the first thing you have to do is control the weapon, control that variable in that situation. So, you know, then you move on to the person next. But these are all considerations and they're all safety concerns. And, you know, it's very unfortunate because 50 years ago, there was a hobo lifestyle that you could live in America, and you could travel across the country. And even a lot of times in the South, and possibly where we're at now in Oklahoma, which we're on our way out to Mississippi now, even more so there, people would open their doors. They wouldn't lock their doors at night, and they'd open their doors to people just coming through town. You know, you could be a rounder or a vagabond and you know, walk down, you know, somebody might even cook you a meal or something. You know, just that doesn't exist anymore. It's sad, and it's sad to see where our country's going, but we need to have that preparedness, and we need to have, you know, a realistic outlook on what's really going on, and understand potential items so we can, and things that could happen, understand the evil that exists in the world, and especially here in the United States, and the way that it works and what could happen. And that way we have a plan, formulate a plan for preparedness that not only minimizes damage and risk to ourselves, but also minimizes risk to others that we might run into. Because I'll give you an example, the police state that we live in the United States right now, and the major problem we have with untrained police not knowing how to use their firearms and getting in situations where they're shooting people because they're scared, and shooting people because really just because they're scared and untrained. So be trained, be prepared for those situations, and that's the way to beat. That would be the way we could beat our police state problems and these problems of police aggression and violence and tyranny that we have this major issue in the United States. It seems to be we're one of the leading countries of police brutality in the world right now, which is just crazy. But you know, the way to beat that would be training, forethought. You know, have these police that aren't scared and clutching their pistol and just shooting because they're scared. You know, we gotta get training, correct mentality, and the experience is the only thing that can get you in that situation and have you cool, calm, and collected facing adversity. But that's probably enough for now, and let's get into some cool stuff. Oh man, it's about to get serious. We are preparing to go horseback riding on a dude ranch, like some dudes. So this got way out of control really fast. Not even sure what that is, actually. But okay. Cinch jeans. Saw this shirt and had to get it. Yeah, buddy. Yep, we went a little too crazy. That's ridiculous. It's what $400 will get you at a Western wear store. Right there. Pull your pants leg up. Extra. I now have the most extra assistant ever. Well, we stopped here at the Sequoia riding stables, and looks pretty good looking place, and we're about to do some horseback riding. So it was my assistant's request. She is an avid rider, and she's been wanting to do it the whole trip. So I'm going along for the ride. Weight limit is how much? 250. So I'm right there at the weight limit. All right. No running allowed. With the horses? Or on foot? This one wants to play. Yeah, buddy. Going through the mud hole. He's big and lazy. Walk on.
Put your hand forward and kick.
That's a big old horse. Laura, look at me. I like your extra belt.
Like that?
Yeah, you should have worn two. One on your jeans and that one over the top.
That's his goal. You have some kind of bug on your back.
Look like it can sting?
No, it's Chigger. Oh, this is my favorite thing ever. You're doing so good. We got a video of my horse biting yours. How was your horse?
Pretty good. So we are in Salasal, Oklahoma, and this barbecue is way out here in the middle of nowhere. White Horse Barbecue on White Horse Barbecue Road. Wild Horse Barbecue Road. I don't know if you saw this. The road is Wild Horse Barbecue Road. But this place came highly recommended, and
It smells amazing from a mile away.
wow, literally from 600 yards away, it smells awesome. So we're about to check this place out, and it's a little known place in Oklahoma, but supposed to be one of the top barbecue places anywhere around here. And it's off the beaten path, and like I said, not really well known, but there's all kind of old trucks pulling in here, which is also really cool. I'm already sold, so we're about to find out how good it is.
So we just finished eating at Wild Horse Barbecue. It was so good. The recommendation was so accurate. It was really cool. All the people that had visited there that autographed their picture and put it on the wall. Like Garth Brooks has eaten here. like a 14-year-old Carrie Underwood. There's a picture of her and she signed it. Johnny Paycheck, just some really awesome people that have been here.
Charlie Daniels band, I saw one.
Yeah, Charlie Daniels, just some really awesome singers, and everybody puts a business card up when you visit. So this place is just awesome, really affordable and off the beaten path.
It's been here a lot of years too.
Been here a long time, and they really know what they're doing.
All right, guys. Little hotel. We're here in New Albany, Mississippi. We're in the SIP, and we are at, what's the name of this hotel?
Hampton Inn.
Hampton Inn, New Albany. So check it out if you get a chance. Pretty good hotel for a pretty good price. And we're gonna close out with these super extra boots that my assistant bought today.